Hello students of class 5. For SST today we are starting a different chapter. The third chapter, which is chapter number 13, from one end to the other. Now the previous chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2, were about the earth and about the universe, about the solar system and the longitudes and the latitudes, about different things on the earth. But from today, this chapter, we are going to start learning about a little bit of history about our country, as well as how the different systems in the world started. Okay, so the chapter that we are starting today is, the name of the chapter is From One End to the Other, and it is chapter number 13. The history of transport. So in this chapter we will learn about the evolution of transport system, means how people started transporting from one place to another. And next is the different types of transport that was there in the future and that now we are using. The third is contemporary vehicles used under each system. What are the different vehicles that are used in different systems of transport? And the last is different types of waterways. Waterways means all the transport systems that use water, like rivers, canals, seas and oceans, and etc. So the first page basically tells you that the history of transport evolved with the development of human culture. As people started living and started forming small groups, they came to know, or they discovered, that they need to move from one place to another in order to live a better life, to find food or to find shelter or to uh, look for a better opportunity. People started moving from one place to another. And in earlier times, I don't think anyone had cars or planes or buses or anything like that. So in earlier times, people used to start walking on foot. They used to walk from one place to another. Any place that they used to go, they used to go by foot, by walking, because there was no mode of transportation available. Then gradually they started using domesticated animals. Domesticated animals means animals like horses, camels or donkeys. They started using these kind of animals to move from one place to another, because it was easier compared to walking to long distance. And the invention of wheel about 6000 years ago played a major role by enabling humans to carry heavier loads. As they started moving from one place to another, they discovered that they had to take their belongings along with them, and they discovered that carrying heavy loads by themselves takes up a lot of energy, and they used to get tired, or it used to take longer time to get to one place, get to the another place. So the invention of wheel, the earlier humans, they invented wheel. And with the invention of wheel, what happened, they discovered that carrying heavy things from one place to another was so much more easier. Now, in earlier times, most of the trade was carried out through the Silk Route, which connected Southeast West Asia with the Mediterranean and European world. Trade on the Silk Route was an important factor in the development of civilization of China, India, Persia, Europe, and Arabia. Now, see, in today's world, what do we know? We know that different countries, they do business with each other. It's not that India does business only in India. No, it's not like that. All the different countries of the world, they do business with each other. They travel from one country to another. People, they travel from one country to another. But how do they do it right now? They do it through aeroplanes or different modes of transport. But before invention of any kind of transport, in older times, people used to use a roadway, a route means a road, and the name of the route is Silk Route. It used to connect all your east, west and south Asia, means all the countries in the Asia, not just India, all the other countries also in Asia, with the Mediterranean as well as the European countries. And this route helped in the development of countries such as China, India, Persia, Europe and Arabia. Means they started doing more business, and it helped in the overall development of the country. With the development of roads, the first invention was wheel. In terms of transport, the first invention was wheel, and Wheels led to the development of carts or bullock carts and such things. Now all of you know, wheels, with wheels we cannot fly in the sky or we cannot move in the water. So what was the first way of transportation? It was roadways, means all the roads, all the paved roads, all the rough roads, everything is known as roadways. During the Industrial Revolution, John Macadam designed the first modern highway using inexpensive paving material of soil and stone. He made roads a few feet higher than the surrounding areas to allow water to drain away from the surface. In India, the Grand Trunk Road was built by Sher Shah Suri in the 16th century. It extended from Kolkata in India to Peshawar in Pakistan. It was a major trade route in the region. Now, the first type of transportation that happened was on wheels, and because of that, it led to the development of roadways. Now, John Macadam was the first person who had designed a highway using inexpensive, means not a very costly method, using only soil and stones, and he made the road. Also, he made the road a little higher than the surroundings so that the water will not get clogged, and it made transportation very easy. And especially in India, the first kind of a highway or a main road was Grand Trunk Road, which was made by Sher Shah Suri in the 16th century, and it connected Calcutta in India to Peshawar in Pakistan. Roads connecting cities within the country are known as national highways and expressways. These are broad, paved roads and have several lanes for moving. India is connected by roads to its neighboring countries Nepal, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Bhutan, and Myanmar. Roads connecting our country to another are called international highways. Now, every day we move in transportation. You go to school in buses, we move around in the town in autos, bikes, cars, etc. Now, all the highways that are in a particular country, in one country, is known as a national highway or expressway. Okay, they are very broad and many cars, many vehicles can fit in at one time. Also, the roads, they don't run only within a country, it runs from one country to another as well. The roads connect, the roads that are in India, the highways, they connect India to other countries as well, like Nepal, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Bhutan, and Myanmar. And the roads that connect one country to another are known as your international highways. Okay, so I want you all to just, this is a very brief explanation of this chapter. I want to explain it thoroughly, so I will be doing very short videos. So I just want you all to go through this text one more time. I'll be underlining the words. I want you all to write the words in your copies and try to learn the meanings. What are the meanings of these words that are written in bold letters?